Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to discuss about AWS, that is Amazon Web Services. We know that in this world of IT, every company wants to be in the cloud, and we are migrating from on premises to the cloud. We are talking more about the cloud computing, etc. So this topic will be very useful for the people who are interested in the cloud computing, and also who want to prepare for AWS practitioner, cloud practitioner course, or AWS solution architect course. For them also, this video will be helpful. I'll be covering each and every topic in this series, so stay connected. So let's move to today's agenda. I'll be covering what is cloud computing, and then hyperscaler, and then a small introduction because this is a intro video, then AWS global infrastructure, and how to provision the resources. So let's start. Cloud computing. What is cloud computing? We talk a lot about cloud computing, moving data to cloud, right? So the basic question is, what is cloud computing? Cloud computing is nothing but the data centers, the servers, the database, the networking, the security, everything is located remotely. And whatever we want, we can just access that thing, we can just purchase that thing and pay for only the uh, resource what we are using. In simple term, this is cloud computing. But let's go to our definition, what it says. Cloud computing is the delivery of computing services, which include servers, storage, database, networking, software, analytics, and intelligence. Intelligence means machine learning, AI, etc. Over the internet means we can access everything, even we can access servers, and even we can access the database storage over the internet or through the web. That's why it is known as Amazon Web Services, right? And this also offer the faster services. So in the right hand diagram, if you see, this is a data center is nothing but it's a building which is having lot of servers. Okay, so I will take an example. If in traditionally or on premises way, what happen if a company or if a person wants to, suppose I want to create an web application or a web page. Okay, so to deploy that web application, I will first purchase some CPU, some servers. I will purchase the storage. Then I will purchase the database. Then I will have the networking, and then firewall. Everything I need to purchase beforehand, and then I have to develop and deploy my application. Right. So this is like I am paying for everything. First I am purchasing, and then I am building my code and deploying. Now suppose the web application which I have deployed is not successful, I didn't got good response for that web application, and I don't want to use that now. So all those resources which I have purchased is waste of money. It is a huge risk which I have taken, right? Now on contrary to this, what is cloud? In cloud computing, what we can do, all these servers, storage, database, security, firewall, networking, everything is available for rental basis. Like how we take our houses on rent, or we can buy our own property. If we buy our own property, we have to pay entire full amount of the property upfront, and then the property will be ours. But in the rented house, every month we are paying rent and we are living. So until we are living there, we are paying rent. The moment we want to just shift from that location, we don't want to stay in that house further, then we stop pay. Similarly, we can take these services, we I am just using that word on rent. So whatever we require, we can just use this, and the day we decided that okay, I don't want now the storage, I don't want servers, then same day I can stop my services and I should stop my payment, so I don't have to pay for lifetime. So this is one of the main advantage of cloud computing, and everything is available over cloud now, and it is available on demand. When you need, you will get that, and you have to pay only when you are using this. So this is cloud computing. I hope it is clear to you. Now let's move to the other section, but the picture I want to talk about a bit here. If you see, this is the data center where all the servers and database are there, and it is located in some remote location. Okay, but now suppose from my location I want to start a website, and I need some servers and everything. Now if I want to purchase it, first of all it will take time. Once I place the order, it will come and get installed and everything. 10-15 days minimum it takes for that installation, buying, purchasing, licensing and everything. And then again after this I will deploy, and then I will use this. But here, whenever I'll decide on the cloud computing, suppose I decided today that I want to start my web application or a website, same day I can purchase the server capacity, the database capacity, storage space, network security, everything, and it will get provisioned to me within few minutes. And my servers are up and running, and within few minutes I can just deploy my code, and boom, everything is there. On the same day my website can be up and running, and I have to only pay till I am using that servers, till I am using my website. Once I decided not to use, there is no need of paying anything, I can just drop that. So this is the benefit of cloud computing, and that is the main advantage why most of the companies are moving to the cloud. So let's move to the next section, which is hyperscaler. Now what is hyperscaler? I told you that we can purchase everything now on the fly, right? So the companies who sell these services, the company who own that big data centers, the company who have owned the big database spaces or storage spaces, those are the vendors who sell this on demand. Okay, so there are vendors like AWS, Microsoft Azure cloud, Google Cloud. These are some of the vendors who provide the cloud services, right? So if you go to the definition, hyperscaler are the large cloud service provider that can provide services such as computing, storage at the enterprise level. At the large level, if we want to utilize the cloud computing, if we want to utilize the cloud resources, these are the big top companies where we can reach and we can provision our resources. So these vendors are known as hyperscalers. So moving to the next, one of the hyperscaler is AWS, Amazon Web Services. And what is Amazon Web Services? First of all, it is a subsidiary of Amazon, as we all know, as its name suggests. And web services means it provide all the services over internet or web, right? And it provides on-demand cloud computing platform and APIs to the individuals, companies, government on metered or pay-as-you-go basis. Means it is having all the services. Services means compute services, your CPU, storage services, your database, networking services, your VPN, VPC, all those things. All these services, they already have this. When we want, we can reach to them, we can put our demand, like okay, we want 2 CPUs, we want one database and all those things. We can put the demand. On demand they will provide this, and it is a metered connection, like whatever you use you have to pay only for that. Okay, suppose today my website is in a full demand. Okay, I have put some offers on my website, and many customers are hitting my website, and my servers are getting utilized beyond the limit, and I decided to increase my compute or servers so that it responsibly fast and there is no hindrance on my website. So I wanted to add more server. From 2 I want to increase to the 10 servers. So I have to just in their website or in the web console, I have to just place a request of 10 servers. I have to add 10 instance, and within few minutes the instance are ready for use. And suppose after 1 week, when I remove the offers, my demand goes down. Now my website is not that much getting request, and my servers are not getting utilized properly, and I decided to remove the extra servers. So within few minutes, when I want to remove, I can just place a request that I don't want these 10 extra server, please, then the same, within 2 to 3 minutes or within few minutes, the server will get removed, and I don't need to pay for that now. Whatever I have used at only for that time, whenever I have used it, and how many instances I have used for that, only for that I have to pay. So this is known as on demand pay as you go process, and Amazon provide this facility, Amazon Web Services. So moving to the next section, AWS global infrastructure. So AWS is located globally, entire, you know globe. We can see the presence of AWS, right? So now this will give us a choice or flexibility to run our workload wherever we want. Okay, suppose I have my customers in United States, okay, and I want my website to be hosted in the United States. So in AWS I can request the region as United States, and I can request a server in the United States. Though I am not staying in the United States, but from my location, I can just provision the United States server, so that my customers who are in the United States will hit to that server and they will get the fast response. So they are available across the globe. And if you see what it's written here is, AWS global infrastructure give you flexibility of choosing how and where you want to run your workload. And when you do so, you are using the same network control plane, APIs, AWS services, and globally you are using the same services. And if you like to run your application globally, you can choose from any AWS region and availability zone. So AWS is scattered in different regions. So if which region we want to run, we have to choose the region, and then inside the region there is something known as availability zone. Then we have to choose this. I will discuss about these two in the upcoming slide, but before this I want to show you the AWS global infrastructure. So if you go to this website, you can see that. So here, if you see, this is AWS global infrastructure. They have explained their availability. So they are into 32 launched region. They have 32 regions at present, 102 availability zone, 550 plus point of presence, and 13 regional age caches. And this is a world map where you can see the points their regions are mention. So for example, if I see here, this is their region as Oregon. They have their region in North California. If I see here, they have in different places like Spain. If I see in India, they have in Hyderabad and Mumbai. Similarly in China, Hong Kong. So they are there, they have regions in different places. Sydney in Australia, Melbourne, like this. So they have regions like this, and each region is having availability zone. For example, in Hyderabad, there are three availability zone. So this is the global infrastructure, right? Now, going to the regions and availability zone. What is region and what is availability zone? So availability zone consists of one or more discrete data centers. Now what is data centers? Data centers is nothing but a building which consists of stack of servers. Means when lot of servers are placed in a building, that is known as data center. And availability zone is having one or more than one data centers, and each data center is having its own power, its own networking, its own connectivity, and they are housed in a one facility or building, right? So in one availability zone might have one, two, three, or n number of data centers. That is availability zone. For example, Mumbai is a region. In this we have three availability zone. Now regions. What is regions? AWS region are large and widely dispersed into separate geographic location. Different geographic location like UAE, we have then United States. In this we have in Europe, we have in India, we have in Australia. So this we in this different places. The regions are scattered. Suppose in India we have two regions, Mumbai and Hyderabad. Okay, and what this region consists of, one region consists of multiple physically separated isolated availability zone. So one availability zone have one or more data centers, and like this we have more than one availability zone. Okay, so one region might have more than one availability zone, and these availability zones are isolated from each other. And then, but if you want to communicate between the availability zone, they are connected with a low latency and high throughput, means high speed network line. In Mumbai we have three availability zone. In Hyderabad region we have three availability zone. In India, this is just an example. Now, how to decide like which region I want to operate? Like suppose my customers are there in United States, my customers are there in Australia, my customers are there in India. Then how I will decide like which region I should choose, where I can provision my compute power, where I can have my CPU, where I can have my database, everything. So we have to keep some points in mind. First is compliance. First we see which country compliance you have to follow. If I have to follow Indian, like if I'm selling Indian products, or if my customer is more in India, I have to follow Indian compliance, then obviously I have to choose Indian regions. Then proximity, how close the customer or business located. For example, if my customers are located in India and I am placing my servers in United States, then of course the when customer raise a request, the response will take some time. But if I place that servers in India itself, in the Indian region, then of course the response will be very quick. So we have to check that. Then feature availability. So AWS is continuously expanding. They are adding features to their all regions, but in and the advanced stage, some regions have some high advanced feature, whereas some regions are still lacking those features. So if we want some feature specific region, then we have to choose. Then price. Some regions are having less price than other. This is just because these countries tax policies. So if we want to put the price in mind, and if for us we can compromise on the other parameters like compliance, proximity, or feature, if we want to compromise and for us the price is the main parameter, then accordingly we have to choose the region. Now, all the resources, whether it's a CPU, whether it's a database, whether it's a networking, whether it's a governance, all the resources are available in AWS. But how to access that? How I can access and how I can use those? So, to access this, we have different ways. One is AWS Management Console. So, this is a website where you can just log in and you can use those resources. Then we have AWS command line interface. This is for the people who are more comfortable in command instead of GUI. And then we have AWS SDK, which is also present in many languages. So I just wanted to show you AWS console. So here I have already logged into the console. If you see, once you go to this AWS global infrastructure, sign in to console will come. You can always create your account and you can sign in. And once you sign in, you will see this page, and here you can see there are different services available in the AWS. So what are the different services? These are the all different, like Athena, then they have audit manager, they have backup, they have billing, then they have chatbot, then they have CloudFront. All these different services, whatever you want. If you want database, they have the database. If you want CPU, they have the EC2, which is virtual server. Similarly, all the services are available there. We can just click on any of the services, and we can just select which region we want. Like this is in and Virginia region. Similarly, we can select the regions and then we can launch the services. And once the services launch, our billing will get started, and then as per the billing parameters, we will get charged. So this is the console where all the services are there. So this is just an intro I wanted to give you guys about AWS. So I hope this will help you to understand what is AWS, what is cloud computing, why instead of on premises we should opt for AWS, and how to access the resources. So I hope this video is helpful to you. If so, please to leave your comment, and if you have any doubts or questions, or if you want me to come with further more details, I will surely do this. And in my upcoming sessions I will come up with each and every resource with detail, so that it will helpful for your exams also, and it will helpful if you in your company if you are thinking to moving to the AWS. So till then, stay tuned, and thank you. Have a nice day ahead. Bye bye.